Okay, in this video what I'm going to do is take a few minutes to explain the in-ceiling speaker. You're looking at a 6.5-inch in-ceiling speaker. This is pretty typical across all the manufacturers and the brands. Let's take a closer look. So I went ahead and I flipped the speaker around so you can take a look at the back side. If you were going to put these speakers in your attic, this would be the portion that actually sits inside the attic. And as you can see, there's not a great deal to it with respect to a housing like you would normally see in a speaker in a larger configuration inside of a living room. But these speakers actually do perform well, and preferably they like to have insulation backed up into them so that some of the sound doesn't echo up into the attic, but as opposed it resonates back down into the room. Now I want to point out from the installation standpoint there are 4 clips. You might not actually identify the clip yet, but I'm 1, 2, 3, 4. Once the hole is cut out and you set the speaker up into the hole and you've made your connections using these speaker connection points right here, then you would take a small electric Phillips head powered drill and slowly drill, and when you do, these feet will rotate out like I'm showing you right there, and they'll grab onto the ceiling sheetrock, and that's how they hold in place. You can remove the speakers from the ceiling, but you have to do it in a delicate manner because sometimes these plastic feet can break from the force of the drill. But essentially, for all in-ceiling speakers, this is all that there is to see. Not a whole lot to it, but decorative surely from inside the room. Let's pull that grill off. Okay, so I removed the grill. I was able to do it by hand. Some manufacturers, however, supply a special tool that you can stick inside one of these small holes to help pull it out. But you definitely want to do it carefully because this is a very lightweight aluminum grill, and it is paintable. So if we flip it over and take a look at the inside, I don't know if you can pick this up on your camera or your screen, but this is a light felt type product that can be peeled off so that you can paint the grill. I've been told by the manufacturer that you want to thin out your paint so it doesn't glob up and fill the holes, and you want to thin it a couple times. But if you're going to paint yours, definitely consult with the manufacturer. They'll tell you how to thin it out for their specific grill. So let's pull that aside, and here we have a typical woofer, and then right here in the center is the tweeter. This is a two-way speaker. It's pretty common for an 8-ohm speaker or a 6.5-inch in-ceiling speaker like this. Now this woofer is made of a paper, so this particular speaker would probably be best suited for background or elevator type music in a room. If you want to turn it up and you're really looking for, some of the higher quality rich basses or clear high tones, this speaker might not perform the way that you want. But again, that's also going to be determined by the acoustics in your room. The speaker wire can dictate that some, as well as the equipment and including the music source. If you're playing an MP3 that's highly compressed and won't always sound as good as, let's say, a vinyl record or CD. But a next step up from this, rather than going with the paper woofer, would be a product like a graphite or a Kevlar type product. Those will produce richer, and the dome, if it's a silk dome or some other type dome like than this is like a soft dome, those would produce a more crisp high. You can even get a speaker that's a high upgrade that has a built-in bass boost or a bass reducer or a treble boost or a treble reducer. But again, it does depend on what type of equipment is actually driving the speaker. What I mean by that is, if the equipment driving the speaker allows you to adjust your bass, treble, and settings such as those, that's going to help the speaker sound more rich. So hey, thanks for watching this video today. Please subscribe to our channel. The button's at the top right of your screen. If you know anybody who likes this type of information, product reviews, how-tos, TV mounts, gadgets for your house, we have hundreds of articles on our website. Please visit it. Thanks, and have a great day. Now, of course, when you're buying a speaker like this brand new out of the box, they do come in pairs. You can get them in a twin tweeter or a dual voice coil format. We put a link in the video to take you to a different video to explain what that type of speaker is. But in this case, this is a speaker pair for which we've shown you one. The other looks identical. But in your screen right now is a template for cutting out the sheetrock. Of course, you want to make sure there are no obstructions behind the sheetrock, such as floor joists or roof trusses. And also they provide a paint mask if you decide you're going to paint it.